Welcome back, y'all boys. We're here back with another video. Now I'm gonna make this intro very short just because today's video we have a lot of stuff to show you. So basically we're gonna dive into all the tips and tricks that I've been able to gather over a couple of days of playing this game, and also showcase the easiest and probably the most simple to best sponsor in this game and show you guys what they're able to do. If you guys are new to the channel, don't forget to hit the subscribe button if you want to get welcome back to the channel. And I'll also be releasing a lot of more content when this game fully releases. With that being said, we're gonna hop into the practice range just so I could show you guys pretty much the tips I could show you on here for now, and show you guys some quirks that I've learned, you know, throughout these couple of days of playing, just for any of the really fresh people. The core mechanic of this game is called duality. You have this puck and you're able to relocate. What this would be called is called a Spectre. I'm gonna call it a Spectre for the rest of this video just so we don't get confused. So now this Spectre, you're able to swap in between simultaneously and use a bunch of abilities however you want. I could go ahead and heal my boy if I wanted to. I could throw my smoke on him, switch over, camp in the smoke, fought with him. You know what I'm saying? When you're playing this game, you're pretty much gonna want to think about how well can I use and play off of myself. So in terms of your abilities, you're gonna be able to choose what is called a sponsor. That's pretty much an agent or your character. To the naked eye and to the unexperienced player, this guy has a recon wing, which you could throw, and within that circle, people get revealed, right? Boom, I could throw it, I could swap to his body, I could see him, bada bing, bada boom. You know what I'm saying? His second ability is called a pulse finder. Now I could do this. It goes through walls at a certain range. It will live ping through walls, giving me a live marker. And he also has what is called a glare burst, and it flashbangs for 4 seconds, which is actually really long. You might think all his abilities have a pretty short range. The hitbox is not that big, but it is very recommended, and this goes for every sponsor pretty much in this game, to use their abilities in combination. Now for every sponsor, your abilities won't be upgraded to this extent, but this is just a prime example what you could do. Now when I call in my glare burst, it's going to be a way bigger AoE, and it's going to come down from above instead of just one direction. The best thing to do in this game is pretty much try to keep both your Spectres alive to utilize your utility to the max potential, and also just play off of yourself. I'm going to show you guys the little tips that I've learned over a couple of days. Now if you didn't know, this is called a fast travel zone. Basically, if you were to be very far from your Spectre and you were to want to relocate your body a little bit closer, maybe you want to be able to run in, get a kill, die, and then use your second body, you do have to know that this trail is gonna have to load up from where you previously had your Spectre body. So like I said, the farther you travel, the longer it's actually gonna take, but these green areas are called fast travel zones. If I were to be at this range and you see a fast travel zone and you think you could get to it fast enough, what you're gonna want to do is throw it into the fast travel zone, and it will load up a lot quicker. So you actually can't swap in between the bodies. If you were to relocate your body, you can't swap into it until it relocates. So keep that in mind. There's a lot of times where I've thrown a body thinking I'm safe, I get caught out right here, I die, and then as soon as I swap, I die again. A really cool trick stapled into this game's mechanics is that you're actually able to start a plant and start a diffusal and swap into your Spectre to cover and watch over yourself diffuse or plant. I'm gonna give you guys a tiny movement guide in this game. Basically, if you don't really know where someone is and you're trying to find out what angle he's holding, don't swing around while aiming in. A lot of the times you're gonna get caught out and you're gonna get headshot. Just bunny hop and strafe around and pull backwards as soon as you finish seeing what you're seeing. That's the easiest and probably safest way to peek out and not die, because a lot of the times if someone's ready for you to slow peek like this and they have a good shot, they're gonna insta dink you and you're done, you're cooked. Now a really important tip that some people still aren't really paying attention to is the fact that every person, when they throw their Spectre and it's getting relocated to where they just currently threw it, there's gonna be a trail and you're gonna be able to follow that trail to see where it's going, or you could possibly kill that body before it travels. It gives you a lot of information when you see an enemy trail. Maybe you could just see it in which direction where they're going. I don't want to make this tips part of the video way too long. I kind of just want to get into the gameplay, so I'm gonna go ahead and get to the settings for you guys right now. I'm gonna go really quick because you can just copy and paste. You'll probably be fine. I turned motion sickness prevention not applied. Colorblind filter is off for me. You could use it. Personally, I just don't need to use it. Blood effects off. Damage camera effect on. Team line of sight lasers. This is a really important setting, and as you guys can see from the example, as you can see, when you have team line of sight lasers on, wherever your teammate is looking, you'll get a laser, just so you could have pretty much similar common knowledge in terms of how you guys are trying to work together. If you guys aren't trying to watch the same angle, this will instantly give you that information for you to kind of work off of your teammate. Other than that, we're going to move on to general. This is my mouse sensitivity. I play on a 0.163. I play on 1600 DPI. ADS recoil view behavior, basically follow hip fire, definitely do not use. I use follow pattern. Depending on the weapon you have, your reticle is going to follow the pattern. Now, follow pattern and centered are pretty much identical. Optic hit confirmed. This is basically when you hit an enemy, it lights up around your reticle that you hit someone. Pretty simple. Move on. Minimap rotation on. Centered minimap on player. I actually turned that off just because I want to be able to see the whole map, all the util that's going around, all the question marks when your teammate sees an enemy for a second. Minimap size is 1.2. Minimap scale on 1.0, just because I want to be able to get as much information as possible. Square instead of circle. Circle cuts off the edges so you get less information. Graphics, I'm on full screen, blah. As you guys could see, honestly, just copy and paste. I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys right now. Crosshair, simple, pretty much standard. It's all preference, but here you guys go. This is my reticle. I have my aim down sight. Bada bing, bada boom. I'm gonna go slowly so you guys can see. So audio, pretty simple, regular, master volume 1 point, SFX 1 point, music 0. I turn this on for a little vibe sometimes in the menu. Announcer voice on 0.6, in-game voice on 0.6, just because I don't want those announcers or in-game voices to overpower what I'm really trying to hear. But yeah, that's pretty much it in terms of the tips and tricks that I have. I'm pretty sure I probably left out a couple things, you know, that you might just have to find out by playing. When it comes down to it, you could have all these tips and tricks and you're going to be able to use both your bodies pretty usefully, and you know, use your util in between them and play off of each other. But if you don't hit your shots, you're gonna have to get that aim up, but no cap. Because for me, I'm not gonna lie, I used to be a little Valorant demon. I thought I could hop back in and play and I would just be a god, but no, they actually do have some pretty tough recoil in this game. So if you feel like you aren't really progressing in any way and you think you're using both your bodies well and your util, go ahead and sit in the practice range and, you know, control your recoil a little bit, do a little something, play a little grid shot, the homemade grid shot, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna go ahead and throw you guys straight into the gameplay. I'm sorry if this intro is somewhat long. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you guys are new, don't forget to subscribe, because I definitely will be posting some more Spectre Divide content, and I'll see you guys again later.